Hello, friends. I felt compelled to come into the sanctuary tonight for a prayerful video. There are so many things going on in the world right now. Of course, there always are, but right now there just seems to be tragedy upon tragedy and disaster upon disaster. It can feel overwhelming sometimes. The situation in Afghanistan is heartbreaking, and the recent terrorist suicide bombing certainly was shattering for so many families and people. We hold all of them in our prayers, the U.S. military and the Afghan people who died in that terrible, terrible event. We pray for those who are evacuating, who are afraid, who are in jeopardy because of the ways that they assisted the United States Army and military and our allies there. They have hopes and dreams of new lives in places that are safer. May they reach those dreams. Many of you know that there is a hurricane bearing down on the Gulf Coast tonight and tomorrow, which happens to be the 16th anniversary of Hurricane Katrina. Hurricane Ida will pummel the Gulf Coast. In some of those same areas, New Orleans is likely to receive some of that battering, and all along the coast there, Mississippi as well as Louisiana, will see very high tides and flooding and strong winds. It's heartbreaking to me as one who went down to the Gulf Coast on numerous trips with church groups and with Habitat for Humanity and with college students trying to help people rebuild their lives. And it was powerful to see the destruction and powerful to see their determination. But to be honest, even after all these years, there are places that have not yet recovered from Hurricane Katrina, and it is very possible that Hurricane Ida will have that same kind of devastating effect. We pray for those on the Gulf Coast and wherever the storm goes when it comes inland, because it will continue to cause flooding and perhaps potentially high winds and storm related conditions. We may even see it in our area at some point next week. Goodness knows we've had enough water up and down the East Coast. It wasn't too long ago when Tennessee and North Carolina experienced terrible flooding because of the last hurricane, I believe, because of Henri. And homes were washed away, people were washed away, and lives were devastated, and here we are now about to face it again. There are hundreds of fires burning out in the Midwest and the West Coast. If you see the pictures, they can't even go outside because the smoke is so thick. Even though the fire may not be nearby, the air is terrible. And so it's affecting people in all kinds of ways, not only the homeowners and business owners where the fires have struck and devastated their communities, but all of those who live there who are afraid to go outside, who already have respiratory issues, and now those are even more complicated. We pray for all of those people and for the firefighters who are what a job they have. May they be safe as they seek to contain these many, many fires burning all over. So tragic. There are many other things that I could name. Of course, you probably have your own list of things that you've been paying attention to as far as what's going on in the world. I opened the Bible here on the pulpit to the 14th chapter of John. It was the last night that Jesus was spending with his disciples. sharing a Passover meal. He knew what was about to befall him and them, but he offered them peace. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give to you. He didn't say that there would be no terrible times coming. He knew good and well that there would be terrible times for him as well as for his followers. He didn't try to take that away. He just said that in the midst of it all, he is offering peace. And I believe he's offering that to us as well. In the midst of our storms and our terrible times and our own illnesses and difficulties, challenges, and those of our loved ones, and of course those of the world around us. Peace Jesus is offering. Not a pat on the head and saying, yeah, you'll be okay, just, chill. No, he's offering us something deep and meaningful, a way to find hope when the going is rough, a way to feel that peace because we know that he is with us on this journey. Even when things are not going the way we want or hope, he is here. He is offering us his peace. I hope that you will join me in prayer for all of these situations that I've mentioned and all the ones that you are carrying in your own heart and mind. And I hope and pray that we all will feel the peace, that we will accept the peace that Christ is offering to us, and that we will allow it to wash over us and ground us in these difficult times. We pray for all of those who are waiting for something terrible to happen, like those on the Gulf Coast. We pray for those in Afghanistan, those who are leaving and those who are staying. We pray for those who are suffering from COVID and for all of us as we continue to be affected by this pandemic. I pray for you, each one, and I hope that you will pray for me as well. Let us open our hearts to the peace that passes all understanding and know Christ is with us. Thanks be to God. Amen.